Sometimes we can get so caught up in our minds and our goals, our ambitions, and things we want to do, an upcoming event that we feel like we must attend, that we neglect what our body is trying to communicate to us. And at some point, the body is going to have to give stronger and stronger signals so that you comply with what it needs. When I was at my worst, I had a very hard time even getting up the stairs and spent most of the time lying down, and at that point my body was yelling at me, and for years it got louder and louder, and it wasn't until it was at the worst it had ever been that I actually finally paid attention and listened and gave up my, all the things that were going on in my mind. And what I feel, looking back in hindsight at my chronic illness, is that I neglected the body. I didn't see it as something, I thought, me, myself, I am my mind. I'm not my body. Body is just a vehicle that you control with your mind. And looking back in hindsight, my body had to get to that point for me to listen. And it's a shame, you could have avoided so many years of pain and misery if I just paid attention a lot sooner. But at the end of the day, your mind doesn't really care about your ambitions, your body doesn't really care about your ambitions, your goals. You've got something planned next week that you must attend, but you feel awful. Your body doesn't care. It wants what it wants. It needs what it needs. And if you're not going to listen, well, it's not going to care. It's not going to be like, missed out on that opportunity. The body needs what it needs, bottom line, and it doesn't care about anything else, and it will keep getting more loud and much more, what's the word? I would say vocal, but I'm not sure that's the right word. But it will become more and more apparent that you need to listen. There's something that you're missing, and it's just taking that time to rest. I mentioned in one of my other videos is, if you feel that fatigue or that need to rest midway through doing something, you need to respect that communication from your body and listen. And that's really when I made a lot of progress, is when I turned on the computer in my curfew and I started feeling wired. I turned it off at the button. I just walked away. Now, at one point, I would have just gone, it won't harm me, or I was so unconscious and in such a survival mode that I just wouldn't click on. I'd just carry on as usual. So what I'm trying to say is that you may have all these things running through your mind about what you want to do, what you want to achieve, who you want to be. I'm going to stop saying because I noticed a lot in my videos that I repeatedly say. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. But what I'm trying to say is that you may have all those things that you wish to do, and that it's not a bad thing. But at this point, if you're ignoring your body's signals to rest, you're not going to achieve those things anyway. The body, I said it again, I really need to sort this out. Anyway, the body needs what it needs. And it's going to need it regardless. You might as well pay attention and listen to it. And let go of those goals for now. Focus on your body, getting in tune with your body, and doing right by it. And I've said it in a past video, being more animalistic. If a dog goes, I'm tired, it doesn't go, I'm tired, should I rest? It just goes, lies down, and rests. And I feel like that was a big turning point in my recovery, absolutely. Listening to those signs and just going with it, and it really paid off for me. I wish I had done it sooner, and I could have avoided so many years, but I didn't know any better. I had such a deluded way of thinking when I was growing up. I was in fairy tale land. I really believed that your mind, it's all about your mind. You are your mind. The body's just a vehicle. Food doesn't matter. It's just for pleasure. It's not a fuel source. I didn't know about vitamins and minerals. Just an abomination of a relationship between me and my body, and it's no wonder that I ended up in the state I was in. Now I could say that that was causation factors like the BCG jab after having antibiotics or not being breastfed, all these different things, but it's done now, and hopefully if I have children one day, they will know that their body is part of them and they have to respect it, and its signals are something you shouldn't ignore. Anyway, I'll stop this video for now. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to join the Skype group chat, add me on Skype, which is James7Alexander, and I'll add you to the group. And I'll see you next video. Thanks, guys.